Jeddah is a Saudi Arabian port city situated on the banks of the Red Sea. It's a modern commercial hub and a gateway for pilgrimages to the Islamic holy cities of Mecca and Medina. Jeddah may not be the first place you'd associate with action sports, but recently the city staged the opening event of the FISE season. The FISE World Series is the biggest annual tour for action sports, and FISE Jeddah drew large crowds for the events that were held here. One of the most popular shows was the Wakeboarding Exhibition on the waters of the Red Sea. Amongst those taking part here in Saudi Arabia was American pro wakeboarder J.D. Webb.
Really stoked to be here. You know, when I got the invite to come on this trip, didn't really know what to expect. Been to some other Middle Eastern countries before. Coming over here from the States, you see everything on the news and you hear all these rumors and whatnot. And once I got here, we're walking around downtown the other night. Everyone was super welcoming and saying, welcome, welcome, you know. And it just wasn't what I expected. And then to be riding on the Red Sea, you know, they've got some of the most beautiful reefs in the world. You know, we did some riding the last couple days and got to dive around the reefs, and it's just been a really cool experience so far, and hopefully I can come back again.
There was no official competition for the wakeboarders in Jeddah. Instead, they were given the opportunity to display their skills in a number of exhibition shows. Canadian boarder Olivier de Rome was another rider who was delighted to have made the trip here.
Really good experience to see what it's like in other countries like this that I never thought I'd come and visit. I didn't know where I was going to wakeboard, what it was going to be like. I didn't know any of the infrastructures. I didn't know nothing really. I just thought I'd come out and experience it first and see what it was like. Being able to enjoy what I do on a regular basis in this part of the world is pretty awesome.
Jumping from one sport to another now, quite literally, and the spectators in Jeddah got to witness one of France's most popular exports, parkour.
Everyone is ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go! Going so fast. Come on, Lee, yeah. Going on the top, going on the quarter for the finish. There we go! This guy going so fast. Going so fast for the finish, jump, great! So 3, 2, 1, here we go! Yeah, whoa. So far, so far. Go, 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 go. Going to rail. Going for the finish for everyone. Come on, David, come on. And go! Woo-hoo! And our winner, Nadim Abi!
So France's Nabil Hadim coming out on top there in the parkour. Bmx Freestyle has always been a FISE favorite, and it was no different here in Jeddah, as rider Zach Yankush explains.
The FISE has always been about excitement, it's always been about the crowd, but it's a completely different environment when the majority of the crowd has never seen action sports before. It's super refreshing to be able to look in the middle of the contest and look at the look on kids' faces, and even their parents where their eyes are this big. know, at this point in the game, action sports, BMX specifically, is about inspiring. FISE has done an amazing job of that over the last 20 years, but to have an event in a country that's never had an action sports event, not only is it awesome for the crowd, but it's awesome for our sports because this is where inspiration starts. If you ask any of these guys, when's the first time you saw BMX? They're able to tell you. For the rest of the time, there's going to be a whole new influx of kids that say, when's the first time you experienced action sports? They're going to say, 2018, the FISE.
The BMX Freestyle final featured some of the best riders in the world. Amongst them, Declan Brooks, Nick Bruce, Anthony Jean-Jean, Daniel Dares, Colton Walker, Brandon Lupus, Konstantin Andreev, and Eric Krizeev.
And here is your #1 qualifier from the UK, Declan Brooks.
Declan starting off strong. Big transfer, nice turn down there.
Oh yeah, with a clean, perfect run.
Yeah, 360 double tail whip. Look at the front flip, everything is so perfectly dialed. Our next athlete is actually none other than Daniel Dares, doing it for the first time ever here in Jeddah.
Look at that huge start. Oh yeah, that is pure Daniel Dares right there, 720 no under. You just can't stop Daniel Dares tonight. Look at this huge flare whip.
We've said many times, Daniel dissects these runs and knows exactly what needs to be done.
What a run!
And Daniel Dares from Venezuela was the champion at the FISE 2018 launch event in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
It feels great to walk away with the win, you know, first event of the year. So that's very, very important. Also, you know, being here in the Middle East is amazing. Like, I didn't expect this culture to be so great. So, you know, very happy to be able to put a show for the people here, and, you know, they were cheering us on. And anytime you could do an X-up and they would like go wild. So I think thanks to them, the guys and everybody was trying to put on a show. It's great to, you know, start the year with a big win.
This was the first time that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia had hosted an action sports event, and FISE Jeddah was certainly a success with fans and athletes alike.
So that's a wrap for Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Next up, Hiroshima, Japan. See you guys there.
And Trans World Sport will bring you more from the FISE series throughout the year.